it's the political contest that really kicks off the race for the nomination for the Republican Party. It's really an unfamiliar process to most of us here in Wisconsin. How does it work exactly? Fox 6's Mike Lowe has some answers in tonight's Political Lowdown.
There are a couple of things we know about the Iowa caucuses. You have to be 18 by the time of the election, and you have to be an Iowa resident. After that, things get a bit murky. So we enlisted the help of veteran political commentator Tucker Carlson to walk us through the process.
I have no idea. This is my 20th year of covering politics. I started in 1992, and I've covered every Iowa caucus since then, and I have no idea how it works.
It's confusing.
I don't really understand that.
Because it seems so foreign.
It really is like the Amish. Like, why don't they drive cars? I don't know, but it's kind of charming.
In Wisconsin, a primary election is like any other election day. The polls are open and voters cast ballots for a number of hours. In Iowa, voters caucus. That's a fancy word for political meeting.
Are divided up into voting precincts that you would usually go to and just vote into election. And then you go to a location and you meet for a couple of hours.
Attendees write the name of their preferred candidate on a blank sheet of paper and then drop it in a box. The ballots are counted and the results are called in to the party.
People of the similar political party sit in the basement of a gym, of a high school or a church, and argue with one another until they decide to support a candidate. How do they do that? It's a mystery. And like childbirth, it's one of those mysteries I don't want to know any more about than I already do.
Of course, we won't know what the results will be until after those quirky political meetings take place in more than 1,700 spots across the state. They begin at 7 o'clock tonight. Reporting in West Des Moines, Iowa, Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
And Mike will have more on later newscasts. Meanwhile, Democrats and Republicans gathering in Madison to officially select the names of candidates for president, which will be on Wisconsin's April 3rd ballot. Of course, depending on what happens from now until then, some of the candidates could drop out before Wisconsin's ballots actually get printed. Right now, though, the 7 recognized Republican candidates will appear on the ballot. On the Democratic side, there will be one name, that, of course, President Obama.
This sets the stage for our presidential year in Wisconsin. This kicks off, officially who's going to be on the ballot, and 11 months from now we'll be back in this room casting the electoral votes for the president.
Wisconsin has selected its presidential candidate names in a bipartisan committee like this since 1968. And as I referenced before, stay with Fox 6 because Mike Lowe will continue his coverage from Iowa as he returns when the caucuses come in. That's tonight on Fox 6 News at 9.